Good evening, gentlemen. It is your Commissioner Travis here, bringing you the recap from week 7. And there's a lot to talk about, lots of controversy. Actually, not that much controversy. We've just got some people that absolutely hate fantasy currently, which is unfortunate because this is a beautiful game that we love and we hate very dearly. But the field is starting to spread out here a little bit. So we're going to just jump right over into the standings. Don't have much of an intro for you this morning or this evening. Gosh, it's definitely not morning. But yeah, let's just hop on over to the standings. We can see we've got one team now, Lone Ranger in the lead. Kevin at 6-1. He's got a 99% chance of making the playoffs, so good for you, Kevin. And then Matt, Jared, Dunn, and myself are sitting at 5-2, with Sternick at 3-4, and then Brandon, Joe, Ben, and Ari bringing up the rear. And this is interesting for fantasy. I feel like typically our league is pretty we maybe have one team that's at the top and one team that's at the bottom, and then it's pretty spread out throughout the middle. But I don't know. This year there just seems to be a spread. It feels like a weird fantasy year in terms of just there's not a clear, unreal running back. There's a couple good wide receivers, a couple good quarterbacks, but I don't know. Lots of injuries. Bye weeks are screwing everybody up. I don't really know what's going on totally. But yeah, I mean, nothing's changed totally here with the points for Matt, then Kev, then myself, and Jared. Jared and Ari at the bottom. Not much to really say there. Final standing projections. These have been a hot mess. It don't make any sense. But obviously Kevin in first, Matt in second. I think I'm in third, with Dunn in fourth. I'm surprised Jared's fifth. I don't know. Jared's team just looks nasty. I don't get it. And then I don't know how Ben is sitting in seventh still. It's kind of interesting. Ben has flew under my radar, and now the fact that he's sitting at 1-6, I guess I should have picked up on the I hate fantasy comments over and over again in the chat, but is what it is. I'm just surprised to see Ben down there at 1-6. It kind of I didn't realize he was struggling so bad. But hopping over to the scoreboard to recap, Joe was just not happy that Austin Eckler put up 30 points. He's actually put up 30, 20, 33, 32. And, as much as Joe wants to complain about PPR, we play half PPR for a reason. We've played this way for many years. And then just a little side note, Joe approached me a couple weeks ago wanting to trade for Austin Eckler. And now he's complaining that Austin Eckler is doing well. So I don't understand what you want me to say, Joe. I made the right decision by not trading him to you, and so for you to get mad that he's playing well, I don't know what to tell you. I got very lucky that I won this week, to be honest. I had Josh Allen on bye, which is basically my whole team, and we both had 56 points on the bench, actually, but I had two running backs with over 18, so I don't know. Jamar Chase is a beast. Juju Smith-Schuster scored a garbage time touchdown with some terrible defense against him. And so I got bailed out literally by that play. So I would be mad if I was Joe as well. It was interesting. After the morning games on Sunday, it looked like no one was going to clear 100 points. But the afternoon games kind of showed up. We've got Dunn continuing just to score points. Ben's a little unlucky here that he's going up against Dunn. Patrick Mahomes is a beast. Aaron Jones still doing well. Green Bay Packers suck, by the way. To lose to the Washington Commanders, I mean, figure it out. And also the Bucs are terrible. To lose 21-3 against the Panthers, that's what I mean. Fantasy is weird, but the football season is also really weird. I was actually very curious to see how this was going to end up. Kevin eked it out because Joe Burrow just had a freak show of a game. It's going to be interesting to see how McCaffrey plays out with the 49ers. Kenneth Walker is he's just such a good running back. Even with Mark Andrews scoring nothing for him, he still pulled it through. So lucky him. No points on the bench here for either team. And then I thought for a moment Ari was going to sneak one from Jared. But good thing the Pats D absolutely sucks against any quarterback that has the ability to run this much. We've never been good against any team with a rushing quarterback. I don't get what is going through Bill Belichick's mind. Like, if Jared Goff just didn't put up an absolute stinker, a 1-point stinker, Ari would have been 2-5. Jared would have snuck to 4-3. So it's just unfortunate. But I mean, Jared's team is a great team. I mean, it's hilarious that Jared had Breece Hall and James Robinson on his team. So the fact that Breece Hall tore his ACL, whatever the heck he did, and now he still has James Robinson, didn't even have to pick him up off the waiver wire. It's just good managing by the GM there. So I mean, you don't hate the player, hate the game, you know. And then this absolute slugfest, Sternick got away with an absolute steal, playing just a abysmal team. I think if you count how many weeks, I think Brandon may have 1 week where he's scored over 100 points at this point. I don't know. It's going to be a really interesting race to see who is going to eat 24 pancakes. Maybe not 24, but a lot of pancakes. So who knows? I think it's going to be this next week. I'm playing Jared. That's a big game. Jared's probably going to smoke me because I just am continuing to run into buy issues. And let's face it, there's just no one on the market right now. So that's an interesting one. This is also a big matchup. Kevin and Dunn kind of trying to establish who's going to be in first. If Kevin wins this one, he's really going to establish himself out there. Ari and Matt playing. That could really be anyone's game because I think Matt has some buy issues. Sternick and Joe, and then a race for last place. Ben and Brandon bringing up the rear. So we'll stay posted on how all of this is going. But that's really what I got for all of you. That's the recap for week 7. Looking forward to week 8. Looking forward to see how these stories continue to develop, and who kind of starts to really fall off, or who starts to make a change and pull themselves back up. So that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Please like, subscribe, comment. You know, what do you think is gonna happen in these next couple of weeks? That'd be greatly appreciated. You know, I make tons of money on these videos, so any like helps. So appreciate you guys. On to the next week.